Good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning. There we go. Okay, I'm good now. Do my normal settings. Make sure everything was set up properly. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm just working on this project somewhere. Wonder how I do this. We'll figure it out. Always do. There we go. Just wanted to put a little gap. Do 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 do. At first I thought I would bring it out, but then I realized I had to bring it in. Bottom part out. Not too much. Just a little. Like that. Probably wanna bring this one up just a bit due to the rings, ankle bracelets, the anklets, the bangles, the whatever you want to call them. There you go. Hmm. That explains it. Let's fix it right up. I don't need to be in what should I call it anymore. Dynamesh. Let me. Zero mass subdivide. I could do everything on a Dynamesh, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do subdivisions instead. Oh, duh. Over here, like, what the fuck? I'm just being dumb. Don't mind me. I'll be able to pinch the edges to thin it out a little bit more. They're kind of round at the moment, but that's fine. I'll just push. Like that. Okay. Give me. Sometimes I'm like, do I want to use damn standard or do I? Yeah, I'm like, man, do I want damn standard or do I want regular? But then I just end up going with damn standard. Oh yeah, I remember why that was that way. Like, why is that molten up for some reason? It's because of the tail. Yeah, I was about to lower it. There we go. We'll keep the tail visible at least, so that way I don't botch it. I could just do the same thing with this is why I like there you go. But like poly groups, because then I can see around stuff.
You're finally going to fulfill your dream and start your Pokemon training.
I don't have to worry about what's in the way, you know? I think it's great for like sleeves and legs. And fingers, especially if you're wearing like gloves or something. There you go. Just a single sleeve. That's all you need. There you go. Fix that. There is one thing that I do have to add here. I didn't know if I wanted to add it now or later. We'll see. Because sometimes I do this and it just goes away anyway because of me doing other things around it and smoothing it, that it just kind of fades. But I guess I'll get the base of it, like a little outline of it, so that way I have a general idea. Because once I put in more wrinkles and stuff, folds typically messes with things. I like the dam standard and pinch methods to kind of make the sewing. Ever since I discovered that, I kind of just been doing that like all the time. And the spots pretty much like you would on a normal shirt, but also you don't have a normal shirt to look at, I guess. Wrong one. What is this? That wasn't trimming at all. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's actually right there. Yeah. A little weird, but it's okay. I'm able to still do what I need to do, so not the end of the world. Because the color groups aren't perfect, but they're good enough. Okay. I felt in the bump every time I slid my hand across a certain part of the screen. There you go. do that. My most used brushes are down below. Though I don't really use the DE hair as much as I would want to. It has a little bit of a learning curve to it. I'm still trying to figure out. I see a lot of people use it for making hair, obviously. And it makes pretty damn good hair. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm still finagling with it. Oh. Be a little weird. But I think I might be able to do something with it. We'll see. Because it might come out a little funky. We'll see. Let's see. I need to find a pouch and make its own. Make its own little group thingy. I'll just label it like necklace. Since I already named this pouch, I don't want to have a folder name pouch and a thing name pouch. Not like it really matters, and I can see it, you know. Alright, let's see what we can do about this. Okay. And we will I think it yeah. There we go. I don't want it to smooth. I think I need to a little bit more thicker because it does kind of thin out whenever I subdivide it. need to add a brush reset to my thing, because I did it a lot. I reset my brushes a lot, now that I think about it. Gotta be fine. And I need to get a new aux cord. This one that I'm currently using is extremely short, so it kind of like goes over my tablet. It tends to get in the way of my hand every now and then. Yeah, buy another pack. Because my headsets use like a that's weird. I don't remember doing that. But my headsets use a aux cord. So if they ever go out, all I do is just buy a new aux cord and I can keep using them. Which is nice. You know, I'm debating if I like the damn standard one or I think I like damn standard more than normal standard. Standard's too round, I guess. And it did exactly what I said it would do. Where I make lines for something and then it disappears. Because of all the smoothing and stuff that I've been doing. Gonna just there we go. I can just bring this in. Come on. There we go. Like I know you want to slip. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. 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 What's going on? Oh, is there a... There it is. Okay. I had something still masked. I don't know what. I thought I cleared the mask. Guess not. It happens. I think I know. How I will... Legendary ZYI. Or IZY. Can't go wrong with those letters when it comes to making wrinkles sometimes. Make a couple Y's, make a couple Z's, a couple I's, and you got yourself some wrinkles. And folds.
You found me. But so much of me is wrong. Out of place.
Same.
It might be too late.
Okay. Let me save before I lose everything, because I didn't save in a minute. I think my thing set to auto save like every 10 minutes though, so it's not too bad if it crashes, but it still would suck, you know. Hey, how's it going, Smiley Tech? Welcome on in. Sorry, just not noticed it. I don't even use Maya. I haven't used Maya in forever. I actually liked Maya before I started using Blender and stuff. When I was in school, we had to choose between 3ds Max and Maya, and I actually preferred Maya over 3ds Max. But it was only because one of the teachers put us on like it's called Ninja Dojo, and Ninja Dojo is like really good, especially on a Maya. It's a plugin. I didn't mind Maya too much. I would probably still use it if it was free, to be honest. But if you're comparing paid to free, then obviously it'll be Blender, because you know Blender's free. And I'm all about freemium. But I do enjoy Zbrush more than Blender when it comes to sculpting, that's for sure. I've used both, but I've also paid for Zbrush, so I'll get my money's worth. Even though I'm using the same license, because I got the last perpetual license that they had before they went to before they bought out, so I'm like on 2022.0.7. But it does everything I need it to do. I don't need the latest and greatest bells and whistles to get stuff done, so as long as the version I have remains perpetual, I will continue using this. That's my opinion anyway. I was originally gonna treat my Zbrush like I would a phone, and if they would have kept it perpetual that year, whatever year you get, it's perpetual unless you want to get the subscription. But they made it 100% subscription based now, because I was originally gonna be like, okay, I got 2022, I'll wait about like 2 or 3 years, and then I'll get whatever year that is, and then I'll wait another 2 or 3 years, and then I'll buy another perpetual license for that year, and just go that way. So like how we do phones, where we buy a phone every couple of years. Well, some people buy it yearly. I buy my phone like every couple of years when it no longer works. That was originally going to be the plan, but I saw that they got rid of perpetual license for good, and it's supposed to be 100% subscription based now, which kind of sucks. I do have other sculpting software that I do enjoy though. Like I use Nomad Sculpt and stuff. Nomad's pretty good, and it was only like $15, and it does a lot. It feels like Zbrush on the iPad. It definitely kept me busy on my trip. Well, on the plane, because I mostly just used it on the plane. That was pretty much it. End of the day, doesn't matter what software you use, it's just a tool. So as long as it does everything that you need it to do, that's all that matters. I think. Use what's comfortable to you. I've used a lot of different ones, and I always come back to ZBrush in the day, so might as well commit. And a lot of stuff that I learned in Blender when it came to sculpting transfers over to ZBrush and vice versa, which is nice because the majority of the time the tools are pretty much the same. So I don't even know why I'm really drawn to ZBrush more than Blender though. I guess because in ZBrush I can kind of get away with stuff that I couldn't in Blender. Because Blender I'd be like crashing it or slowing it down or causing the files to be extremely large because of the poly count and everything like that, but I didn't really have that much issue. But I did learn a lot from that in Blender, so I implement a lot in ZBrush where I'll be like dynameshing and then I will Z-remesh, project the detail on, and then continue detailing from there. I'm not doing it with this one, but that's typically how I do. This one I dynameshed and then Z-remeshed and then started doing details. What you can do in Blender, I've learned, it was like you remesh it as much as you want, get it down, get all the details and stuff like that, and then there's like a skin modifier or something like that, shrink wrap, or it's a wrap modifier. So then I just duplicate it, then well, not really duplicate it, but do the where it retopologize it, and then I use that shrink wrap to basically wrap the details around the retopologized model with a multi-resolution modifier on it. It's been a minute since I was on Blender, so I keep trying to think of the modifiers that I used. And this one is just project history. What was I doing with my life? pants are so weird sometimes. Like, I like how shirts only have like the seam on the inside, while pants have it on the outside and inside. Wild. But it makes sense because they're like laid on top of each other. You just gotta think about that. Let me do a seems a little deep at the moment, but it's okay. I need more of a got them old man hands. Might actually be a little too strong. No, that's fine. I thought it was like pinching outwards. Looked like it was for a second. I was like, oh, that's not good. I would have streamed yesterday, but a friend of mine needed a ride, so, and I owed him big time because they were the ones that gave me a ride to the airport at 4 in the morning. So of course I'm gonna give my friend a ride. Even if I didn't know him, I would give him a ride anyway. Gotta look out for the homies, because their car was getting fixed, so they needed a ride to the rental to get their rental car for however long their car is gonna be in the shop for. And it was around like 11. Well, they let me know the day before. I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't get home until probably around 11:30, 11:40ish. So I just edited up a video for YouTube. I need to make actual like tutorial videos too on stuff, which I'll probably do once I finish this. I was thinking of doing like a study anyway. So that'll be a good time to kind of incorporate a lesson or tutorial, which works on all, because majority of the time you're just going to use the same tools anyway. Crease, damn standard, move, stuff like that. So you know, it's kind of hard to. I know a lot more people use Blender over Zbrush, which makes sense obviously because it's free. So I gotta figure out a way to probably put it in like description, like works on Blender too, so that way it's like, you know, because I was the same way when I was first starting out too, where I was like, we're looking exclusively just for whatever software I was in. But as I used multiple ones, I've learned that a lot of the stuff translate over really well to one another, so it doesn't matter what the video is in. I don't want to really go back to Blender. I like Zbrush. I'll just keep making Zbrush things. I like reference images. Cover up the YouTube side. There we go. That'll do. That was the YouTube side. I know YouTube can be kind of picky when it comes to certain music and stuff like that too sometimes. I gotta check, make sure, because it'll just end the stream on you if you're playing DMCA music. But listening to like lo-fi video game music, I don't think anyone's really DMCAing that, right? Surely, right? You can listen to lo-fi is pretty nice with art or just music in general. I find that lo-fi is a little bit easier to get away with on a lot of platforms. A lot of the music that I do listen to on a regular would get DMCA'd quick. And some video game music is kind of like on the edge, you know. I got struck for Alan Wake when I was doing the Alan Wake streams on YouTube and stuff. So certain parts of my YouTube gaming, the Alan Wake streams were kind of muted. I was like, damn, okay. I would listen to Nier. I feel like that would get struck so hard too. But I like the jams that I found at the moment. It's good. We fucks with it. We fucks with it. That's fine. Something seems off, but I see now. I see wide. I think I'll do edge loop for this one. Maybe a 1. Oh, wrong 1. 2. 3. There we go. What the fuck? Yeah. And then we will of course. Still on there, yeah, okay. A little cleanup. If anyone's wonder what YouTube, I have a art YouTube. It's just Nyxx Altios 3. I think if you just look in YouTube and type in Nyxx Altios, it'll pop up that way too. You'll see both my normal, my gaming and art channel. I usually keep it fairly searchable. I keep my name fairly searchable. Very SEO friendly, I suppose. Just getting initial marks and seeing what I like. I'll smooth it out and damn standard it a little bit more too. Think. Mostly because not too worried about the scene that I made right now. I'll fix it later. Maybe a little. And there I go again. Reset. Hey, how's it going, Anna? Welcome on in. No worries, it's first stream on YouTube. First time in, first stream. Is it Anna or Anna? But welcome. Yeah, today's my first stream on YouTube in a long time for this account. I think it's been like what, 2-3 years? Currently I'm working on Holo or Holo. No, it's Holo from Spice and Wolf. Just mostly doing some wrinkles and minor detailing. I'm saving the hair for kind of last. I need to fix that too. I don't know what that did. weird. Oh well, I mean, I don't notice anything different, so. Hit Control Q, and I don't think it does anything for me anyway. Okay. It might, who knows? I have. Just sworn I put basic colors on everything. Guess not. Oh, yeah. It was because I... Okay, yeah, that's what caused it. Come on. I think that's probably a little darker. Yeah. I have what does this do? Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, for the most part, everything's looking pretty solid. come on. A bit darker. Just the base. Of a Kumiko spider? I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Oh yeah. The final one, it should be on my normal YouTube right now as a short. It should be a short on my normal YouTube. Well, on the one that you're on right now. But it's also on my TikTok too. Let me see. It should be a short. That was like years ago. I need to redo Spider, to be honest, because I feel like I could do way better now than I've done before. Yeah, that was 2021. I need to revisit the ones that I made in 2021, because I definitely learned a lot since then, and especially when it comes to faces and stuff. But it's a short on my YouTube here. I also posted it on my TikTok and stuff. I'll post it in here in chat. There you go. But I posted it on TikTok too, and I think I put it on my Instagram, but I'm not entirely sure. But I just made a video, a turnaround video of it, and that was pretty much all I did for it. Was I made that turnaround and then called it a day and moved on to my next project. I do need to revisit, because I noticed so many things wrong with it. I feel like that's how it is for a lot of artists though. You finish something and then you realize that there's so much wrong. And you're like, man, I need to go back. There's a couple that I want to go back to doing. I want to redo Rimuru. There's a lot that I wanted to do with Rimuru, but I just didn't have the abilities at the time to do it. Kite was another one. I was kind of happy with Kite, but looking back at him, I'm like, could do better. It's mostly because I didn't really get down faces and stuff like that until last year. It was like early last year when I actually started getting a lot better at making faces and stuff compared to the ones that I made at that time. I think I still have the file. Of course I still have the file. I don't delete anything. Let's see. Let's take a look. Models 2021. Spider, which is the latest one. 5-29 2021 at 5 p.m. This one says 1:52 p.m. but it's labeled 008. What was my numberings back? How was I doing this? Let's see. Here's 001. It's either gonna be 001 or 008. Yeah, there's so much that, like, I'm not happy with the face. This is the original one. I do want to go back and fix this, honestly. There's stuff with the face I wasn't a fan of, as you can tell. The ears. I'm just gonna remake the whole thing, obviously. This was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, 2021, 3 years ago. Yeah. You can tell the improvement over the years, for sure. I am not a fan. I didn't even name stuff. God damn. Oh no, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even combine, like, nah. I'm definitely gonna redo this one. It really is. It really just goes down to just being consistent and keep trying. And what I've learned is to do your best to try to finish a project. Because if you keep like starting and scrapping, you're not really, I feel like I personally wasn't really making any progress or anything like that. I wasn't really learning anything. So I would try my best to finish a project and then look back at it and figure out what I need to improve on for the next project. And each project I improve on something more. My biggest issue was making heads, as you can see from this one. So I was trying to figure out how I can improve and make heads better. And that's when I ran into it's a tutorial that's in Blender, but it works obviously for Zbrush. Danny Mac 3D, he does a lot of sculpting and stuff like that, and he has a lot of videos. He has Zbrush videos, but he also has Blender videos, and it was his newest video that he made on how to make stylized heads or whatever that really got the improvement that I needed. Definitely opened the door for me to start improving. So I was starting to see the issues and stuff and move on from there. And here's the, I didn't do anything with the Toka yet. I still have to cut it. But here's Toka that I finished before I started working on the one that I'm doing now. This is the first model of the year from Tokyo Ghoul. I do like this little nod right here. If you ever seen Tokyo Ghoul. I need to cut this one up and everything. This was a commission for Fred, so I'm gonna 3D print it for him. I need to cut it and everything. Oh, gotcha. If you ever have any questions or anything, definitely feel free to ask. I'll do my best to try to answer it. I would recommend watching Polygon. Polygon's definitely really good too. Even my setup, the way that my layout is on my UI is Polygon's UI that he has available on his YouTube, and then I just adjusted it towards what works for me. That's why you notice a lot of my brushes, like Poly standard. I have a lot of Polygon brushes and stuff. It even says Poly up here. But he does a lot of stuff in Zbrush, a lot of videos and tutorials and stuff like that in Zbrush, and I would recommend him too. I'm gonna be making some tutorials and stuff of my own pretty soon. Probably once I finish this, once I finish Holo, I'll probably do like a study, because I want to make a male character, but it's been forever since I've done a male character, so I have to work on the anatomy a little bit and figure that out. They usually make the full body. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of black spots. Where'd that come from? Here, let me fix that. Change this to 100. I guess I was painting, I messed up somewhere. There we go. But I typically start with the full body and then I go from there. That's another thing I do. I just start from scratch and I start off with the body so I can improve on my anatomy and stuff like that too. And then I pose it and fix up the anatomy some more, and then just start making clothes and stuff like that. Because I'm nowhere near perfect either. So starting over from just a single sphere and making everything for each project is helping me improve and get better. This one I'm doing a little bit different than my normal stuff, because before I would make the body, then make the clothes, and then pose it. But I noticed that I was getting too lazy to go back and kind of touch up the body and everything like that, so kind of mess up the body a little bit. And you'll see it in, well, you don't really see it in this one. Where is, this is posed. I decimated it. This is one from last year. Once it loads. There you go. This is the collie that I made last year, but I pretty much did like the same thing. But the actually it's not that bad. There's some bends in places that are kind of weird. Why are the fingers missing? Oh, I think I deleted the fingers because I didn't need them, because they're obviously just wearing gloves. I think that's why the fingers are missing. Because that's what I did a lot too. If something, I deleted stuff if you didn't see it. Like the shoes, I know for sure I deleted the foot. This is the Akali that I made a while back. One of my favorite characters in League of Legends. And I think one of my best ones that I've done so far, honestly. Or at least one of my proudest ones. I'm really happy about this one. This one took me a very long time because of the trimming and everything like that. I finished this like around October of last year. And it was when I was experimenting with mouths a little bit more too. I wanted to do like an open mouth in a way. Yeah, I was experimenting. I changed how I do the eyes now. I still cut the eye, but I do more of a rounded cut. I think I kind of like the way this one is though. A little bit, if I rounded it but kept the same depth and everything like that, I'll definitely keep that in mind for my future ones. It's always good to go back and look at your older stuff and figure out what you're trying to improve on. Start off with something like not too complex but fairly simple. Like whenever I did my first sculpt in Nomad on my iPad, I did like something. I did the frog. I did a frog from League of Legends with the question mark. That way I can get an understanding of the tools and stuff like that. So usually I do like a small little creature or something like that to try to get the hang of the software and its tools. And then I'll start expanding on from there. I did a frog and then I made a bust in Nomad once I figured out how the buttons worked and where everything was, because everything translates over from one software to another. Once you figure out one, the others are pretty much the same. So I would recommend also looking into some Blender sculpting videos too, because that stuff will translate over really well to Zbrush. The tutorial on how to make heads from Danny Mac was in Blender at first, and I used Blender for it, and then I moved to ZBrush and applied the same methods, and it pretty much worked out. I have a lot of stuff in here. I have my folders separated by years, and then inside the year folders is separated by the names of the characters and stuff like that. Folders separated by the character names. So I'm looking back at all the ones that I just didn't finish or haven't even started, because sometimes I'll be like, I really want to make this character, so I'll make a folder for them, and then I never touch them. Because this one in the 2023, I have Aizen, Freeran. I finished the Kafka one. Rize from Chainsaw Man. Zero from Drakengard. And Shinobu gets shot from Bakemonogatari. And then I got my 2024 folder, which has Gwen from not Final Fantasy, but from League of Legends, 2B, Signalis, Elster, Spice and Wolf, Zoro, and Toka. So sometimes my folders give me a little heads up of where I want to go on characters I want to make. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I'll definitely try my best to help. I feel like the oh, might be a little bit lighter, but we'll see. That's what I need to do. Back on that grind. Oop. There you go. I like working in gray, like a darkish, lightish gray. That way I can see things a little bit easier whenever I'm making details and stuff like that. Highly recommend. Some people like to add color as soon as possible so that way they can see things. I like to kind of do both. I'll switch between the gray and the color to try to get a general idea of where I'm going and kind of like refresh the head a little bit, the brain. Because I'm gonna be staring at something for so long. And if I don't know the answer to something, I'll definitely do my best to try to find the answer for you. And hit you with a link if I can. Or I'll ask a friend. I'll phone a friend. I think my knowledge of Zbrush isn't too bad. It's where I can definitely figure it out or Google it pretty well. I also have a Discord. If you do run into anything, I don't post it on any of my stuff. I kind of removed everything. Discord's like been in hiding as of late for no reason at all. I just kind of like closed up my Discord, but let me post a link here. To the Discord in case you come across any questions. In case anyone comes across any questions, here's my Discord link. I'll post it in both YouTube and Twitch for anyone that's lurking and want to join it. I'm there. I have an art section, so you're welcome to ask any questions in there. Yep, no problem. Feel free to post any of your artwork and stuff like that too. I'll definitely try my best. And if you have a file, like you're confused about something on a file or whatever, I think a Discord will allow you to send the Z file or whatever, and I'll be able to download the Z file and take a closer look at it whenever I have the chance. And we can pick apart the file and figure out what's going on or what to adjust or how to adjust it. If that is the question that you're asking, I won't start picking apart something if you didn't ask for a critique of it, you know? Definitely do make it clear if you want to critique or anything like that on something. I would definitely do that for you. Won't hold back either. Give you the old art school compliment sandwich. It was when I went to art school, and I can't draw. I'm gonna be honest. I can't draw to save my life. I can sculpt now, but I can't draw. I went in like 2017 to about 2021. Bachelor's in game art and design. At first, I was gonna be an environment artist, but by graduation, I started getting more into characters. So I was like, a lot of stuff I had to pretty much figure out on my own through like Google and stuff like that. But anyway, during art school, we'll have like whenever we do like homework or anything like that, and we bring it in the next day, we would put everything up that we made on the board and basically critique it, and it'll be like the whole compliment sandwich. And there's like no holding back either. Not like in a rude or anything like that. It was not like, oh, your shit's trash or anything like that. No, definitely not. But it was like, I really like how you did this. I noticed that you kind of put this there, and I think it'd probably go better here. Or have you tried doing this instead? Or the proportions a little bit off. Try doing this, or looking more into this. You know, stuff like that. Actual critiques. Constructive criticism. It hurts at first though, when you start accepting critiques and constructive criticism, because it's your baby, you know. Current me wouldn't really recommend it. I think the thing that I learned most from art school, because a lot of art school is pretty much like, yeah, you got to talk to people. It was mostly like networking and stuff like that, I feel like, because a lot of the teachers were in the industry, and I'm friends with a lot of the teachers now. And they're really cool, and if I have any questions or anything like that, then I can definitely go up and ask them, because they have like their own discords and everything like that, Facebook groups and discords, so I'm able to ask them anything. So I think that was like the only really good thing that I got out of art school, was I was able to network with like other artists. Okay. And I think that's the good thing about art school, is you're able to meet other artists and network with them and become good friends with them and stuff like that. Like, I'm friends with a lot of good artists. And if I ever need a critique, definitely could ask them. But as for art school in itself, it was nice. A lot of the stuff was like Googling and YouTube videos. At least for the art school that I went to, everyone's experience is probably different, but for my art school experience, it was like, here's a lesson on how to do something kind of, and here's a YouTube video. One of my classes, like my Zbrush class, well, man, that was mostly videos, because the teacher like recorded everything, all the lessons on like and posted it online on his website. And so it'd be like, okay, lesson 1 is this, watch the video and, you know, go by the lesson. So it's pretty much just watching videos the entire time, with the added bonus of being able to ask him directly on anything or any helps that you might need. So honestly, I feel like getting a mentor will save you a lot of money, and you'll get the same experience as art school, except without all the people, and more of a one-on-one experience, I feel like. That's just my thought. But hey, you get a cool little piece of paper you get to hang up on the wall and say have a degree in it, you know? That's always nice. That's always nice. my art school had a lot of controversy and stuff like that too. So there was that. And we were kind of like trying to figure out would our school even be around long enough for us to graduate? Would it be a waste of money? Because I went to AI, the Art Institute of Austin. In that school, I don't even know if it still exists right now, honestly. Plus I heard they were shutting down a lot of the schools. I know that feeling. I have a lot of my art friends. I'm the only one that works in 3D software. All of my other art friends, they're more 2D artists, so they use like, you know, Procreate and Adobe Photoshop and all that stuff, Clip Studio and everything. And I'm like the only 3D artist in my friend group. So I get it. If it wasn't for the fact that I watch other 3D artist streams and other 3D videos and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't be anywhere close to where I am now. And that I have my access to my teacher still, who helps out every now and then whenever I ask any questions. I think making more friends in the 3D in your field definitely helps out a lot too. Outside your field too, because they can see things because a lot of 2D and 3D stuff do translate to one another. So their opinions and everything like that, even though they work in primarily 2D, is still just as valuable as someone in 3D. It's just, you know, the way it is. Yeah, if you ever need any help with anything, definitely feel free to ask. Just shoot a message in the Discord if you're in there, and I'll definitely try to respond. Yeah, you're doing exactly what I do. I just watch people and ask them any questions if I have any. I also learned a lot from, believe it or not, from watching speed sculpts. That's why I post a lot of speed sculpts on my YouTube, but I lower the speed a little bit because I've actually learned way more from watching a speed sculpt than an actual tutorial. I'll just watch like someone making a character and I'll see them using certain tools or anything like that, and I'll rewind it and slow it down and be like, oh, so they're using this that way and this way. That's how I learned how to make seams. I was watching a speed sculpt of someone making a 2B, and they were making the seams on like the side of her dress and stuff like that. And I noticed that they'll cut into it with the damn standard, and then they'll pinch over it. And I was like, huh, okay. I've definitely learned more from watching speed sculpts. I think that's why a lot of my videos tend to lean more towards the speed sculpt than an actual tutorial. I need to make actual tutorials, but I do like my speed sculpts. Where like today's stream is going to be compressed down to like a 30 to 40 minute speed sculpt video, and I'll cut out like the long talks, like this whole long talk. I'll just cut that out entirely, and it'll just be the actual sculpting. So if you ever wondering how I do something for a sculpt, it is available on my YouTube in the form of a speed sculpt, and I figured I might as well stream it on there too, so that way there's the live, the slower version of me like talking and stuff like that, and then there's the speed sculpt version if you want to just get to the nitty-gritty of things. I think speed sculpts will be more easier to understand when you have a better grasp of the software itself, you know? Like once you learn the different tools and how to use the software and you already have a general idea of how everything works, then speed scopes become a little bit easier to understand, because obviously speed scopes don't explain anything. They just kind of just do their thing. So it's easier if you already know the thing. If that makes sense. I wouldn't really call it like advanced tutorial or anything like that, but most people just like watching speed scopes to watch speed scopes. I watch speed scopes to learn something. There you go. I'm usually always kind of lurking. It's definitely good if you at me on Discord too, whenever you send a message in the art channels. You send an at, so that way I can, like, I check my Discord pretty often, but putting an at would definitely ping me. It doesn't matter the time or anything like that, because I put my phone on silent when I'm sleeping, so it's not like you're gonna wake me up or anything. I'll get to it when I wake up or get to it. I found usually when people run into issues in the sometimes that issue I don't even know the answer to, so I'm learning something new too. Just nice. So one teacher said there's no such thing as a dumb question, so ask it. Don't feel bad for asking a question that you think sounds dumb, because it could be a legitimate question. No matter how simple it may be. No, at the shift 2. Where's the control 2? I think it's control 2. At. Whenever you send a message in my Discord, little at. Or like how some people do at everyone, like that, but at me. I think it might have sounded like I said add. I'm an at. Okay. I want to finish up this cloth too. I think tomorrow would be mostly hair. Oh boy. The best for last. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my hair for this one. There's a method that I want to try using, so I'll probably end up using that method. There's this video I was watching on how to use the DE hair a little bit better, so I'll probably end up doing that method and trying to get that going. So tomorrow is definitely going to be an interesting and learning experience. What day is it today? All right, I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. I do stream art Monday through Wednesday in the mornings. So yeah, it'll be next week Monday when I go live again. Yep. I usually stream from like 10 a.m. till about 1 p.m. So I got like 20 minutes left before I end stream myself. But you can catch me here Monday through Wednesday, and I'm always in my Discord. If you ever need any help or tips or anything like that, definitely hit me up there. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's see, how do I want to do this cloth? We're gonna solo it. I do want to do the main character from solo leveling too. I tend to want to do a lot of different characters, but I end up not doing them oddly enough. That there we go. And reset. I'm always resetting my brushes here. Might be a little too thin. Maybe an inflate. Fix that. Let me delete lower and zero mesh this. Because I think I didn't zero mesh it from I made it to sphere, so that's why it has that little pull in there. It's the end of the sphere, and that's causing it to kind of push in itself. When it quads all the way through, or somewhat quads all the way through, you know. Yeah, that's way better. Actually, what was that? Okay. It was playing around with me. Okay, that's just my something on my screen. I was like, what's that little dot? That was my screen. And turn on the intensity a little bit. About the way tail. Okay. Tomorrow's definitely going to be a hair day. And then once you finish the hair, go back into maybe a little bit more detailing, and then painting a little bit more. That way the colors aren't just flat. you know? I think it's a good spot for now. I need to go take a shit. So I'm gonna be calling it from here. I definitely gotta make the hair a little bit more brighter brown, lighter brown, because I'm not really happy with this shade of brown. Probably go for something a little bit more lighter, probably around there. Yeah, that's more what I'm looking for. Because when I try to color pick, because Zbrush does have like a color picker where you're able to pull colors from images and stuff like that. But whenever I color pick, it doesn't pull the color that kind of matches what I want. But I know it's because it's some white in there. I think once I add in, start fading in some white, maybe we'll. So that's the color that it pulls, which isn't bad, but it just doesn't look right to me at the moment. Yes, maybe it does, kind of. You find a darker spot. Yeah, that's more. That's more. I like it. I just found like a dark shadowy spot of her hair, and then when I lighten it up, throw some white on top of it, should come out fine. I'll save it as this for now and keep that in mind for later. But tomorrow I'm gonna, not tomorrow, but Monday I'm gonna make the strands and stuff like that. I'll watch more videos on that DE hairbrush and try to figure out how it works better. I know how to use it, I just haven't reached the level that I want for it yet. We'll get there. But anyway, I really do appreciate when they came out today. I do hope that y'all enjoyed the stream. We'll be back Monday with more art. And we'll go from there. Making a lot of good progress on this Holo sculpt for sure. And then I have to I'm gonna do like a study after I finish this. It won't really be, it won't be a study slash tutorial video thingy. Where I'll be kind of talking through my process of how I make certain things. I do want to make a head tutorial, like an actual vocal head tutorial, so I'll be doing that, and then I'll be uploading that onto YouTube. And then the other study videos will be like, you know, how to make a torso, an arm, and leg, and stuff like that. I'll try to do like some actual body studies, but I say I'm gonna do that, but we'll see if I actually do it or not. So I say I'll do a lot of things and I end up dropping it and doing something totally different when it comes to what I'm gonna do on stream, because I might just end up getting like a spark to make another character, and then I end up starting a new character. Like I really want to do Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. I just finished the show like last night. I binge watched that series. It's a really good series. But yeah, on that note, I appreciate when it came out today. I hope Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Hope y'all enjoyed the sculpt. I am going to go sit on the toilet and cry before I get ready for work and all that other good stuff. But on that note, I'm Nyxx Altios, and I'll be signing out. Y'all have a good day. Get on out of here.